I suppose my favourite memory was, has been Amsterdam. It was one of our company away days. Claire flew us off to Amsterdam. We had no idea where we were going. And then we did lots of random team building things such as zip wiring, rollerblading, driving a car blindfold. I mean, I don't even drive.
I would say my favourite memory would be one of the charity days we did. It was to celebrate our 17th birthday, walking along the Thames, 17 miles from Richmond all the way down to the Strand. Never walked so far in my life, but great bunch of people. Obviously we were all geeing each other up and spurring each other on. Great fun, saw some fantastic sights, great day out.
Oh, don't know about favourite, perhaps one of the funniest would be down at the beachfront in Brighton for one of the classic Stopgap away days, and finding myself chatting to locals and tourists alike dressed as a woman. A very, very tasty woman, I have to say.
I don't think I could put my finger on just one, but I guess the biggest sort of constant theme is the fact that I get to dress up in fancy dress quite a lot. Bit of a fancy dress fanatic, and we have loads of company parties and social events and raising money for charity, and most of those incorporate the chance to be able to dress up. So I've been Wonder Woman, I've been a cat for Halloween, you know, the list is endless, but I think that would probably be my top, because I'm a little kid at heart, I guess.
Highlights have to be running down the beach, being filmed in a mankini in Brighton, a long weekend in Amsterdam, purely team building of course, walking 17 miles for charity recently. Gosh, there are just loads. I've got to say there are loads. Hard to pick one. I couldn't.
Probably one of my favourites would have been in soggy Dorset, dressed in sexy red waterproofs, holding tightly onto Callum as we climbed up beer crates.
My favourite memory, there is a few. Going to pool on the away day during torrential rain, climbing up telegraph poles, you know, attached by a rope to a tree, terrifying, but so challenging. Going out on the sea, in the boats in a storm was fantastic. So that was all good fun.
There's so many, you know, and you've been around as long as I have. I would always say the away days were fantastic. I mean, you know, we used to go on away days to really sort of bond as a team, as a company, and there's been various interesting stories which I probably shouldn't tell, or I haven't got enough time to tell on this one. But I would also say the candidate parties have been fantastic. You know, you get to know the candidates, you get to know the clients, and all that wrapped into, you know, just the whole experience. It always seems like you always have a social engagement outside of work, and you know what, you really want to attend those social engagements because you don't just work with colleagues, you tend to actually work with friends, and that's one of the biggest things that I value about the business as well.
As I said, Stopgap's very much a work hard, play hard, so there has been some very, very good away days here. I think two come to mind. I mean, they always take you out your comfort zone a little bit. So I remember going to Brighton and being told we were making a film, and we split off into groups, and all of a sudden we did a James Bond theme one, and I became Jane Bond, and I had to blow up Brighton Pier and emerge from the sea in someone else's Speedo swimming costume. So that was strangely nerve-wracking, but really, really good fun.
Well, one of the best away days was one we did years ago, which was a sort of general knowledge quiz around London, which was hilarious. I mean, we were stuck going around St Paul's Cathedral trying to find out the names of tombstones, and then hopping on the tube and getting, you know, and then we've done one recently where we walked along the river. So I've really enjoyed those ones where we kind of involved London.